Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video I want to talk to you guys more about GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink. We have covered this game here multiple times on the channel in the past, and if you are as excited for GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink as I am, make sure you are liking today's video, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel because I am going to be covering this heavily in depth when it finally releases, because man oh man, this is my type of game, and you know the way they're going about this game is just awesome. So not too long before the demo came out of GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink, by the way, for those who don't know, there's a demo currently on the PlayStation Store right now that you can play on PS4 and PS5, and there's actually in-game goodies that it gives you in the full game for completing the single player and multiplayer activities in the demo. So make sure y'all do enjoy that. But anyway, like I was saying before, the devs, they gave a little Relink showcase talking about, you know, future content, endgame, and stuff like that. And GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink doesn't seem like it's going to be a live service per se, but they're going to be adding some additional content and stuff to the game in the future, which I find really exciting. So for those who don't know, let me tell you how GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink first. There's two sides to this game. The first side is there's a full single-player campaign. The dev said roughly the campaign takes about 20 hours. And that's, you know, if you just run straight through, don't do any side quests, don't do any of the optional stuff and stuff like that. Most people are thinking, you know, if you do like, if you add the side quests and a lot of the other activities and stuff like that, there are some people who have said, you know, you can get between like 50 to 100 hours out of the single-player side of the game, which is, you know, an awesome thing. And not to mention, do not forget the single player portion of the game. For you guys who are more interested in multiplayer, the single player is actually where you unlock your characters for the multiplayer. So do keep that thing in mind. You do want to play the single player part of the game if there's other characters that you're looking for. But one other thing we've also learned is they plan on adding more and more endgame content to the multiplayer portion side of the game, which is very exciting. During their showcase, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. I didn't want to put that gameplay in here just in case it's copyright or anything like that. They showcased some endgame raids, some, you know, level 100 characters. By the way, level 100 is the current level cap of the game. Some really high power level stuff, some maxed out weapons and everything. And they have multiple raids and different activities to plan on adding into the game. Like the game launches in February. I believe in March we're getting a new raid based on some kind of boss. I can't think of the dude's name. In April, we're getting 2 more characters added to the game. And, you know, they just have a lot of post-launch plans for this game. And I think it's really cool, you know, that they're focusing the post-launch stuff more on the multiplayer side, you know, for people who are more so into that kind of thing, you know, who want to just, you know, get to end game, farm more gear and stuff like that. It gives it more of, you know, like an MMO-ish kind of vibe and stuff like that. You pick a character, you focus on it, you go out and do quests with your friends and stuff like that. And you guys know how it works, you know, in these ARPG and MMO style games. You go out, you kill monsters, you farm gear and stuff like that. You get better gear, you know, parts to upgrade that gear and stuff like that, etc., etc., etc. I'm pretty sure these raids and everything that they have planned for the game, which are, you know, really difficult boss battles with crazy mechanics and things, as you guys can see, like the one here we have on the screen. You know, they probably have some of the best gear and loot in the game. So, you know, that's something that's really exciting. But when I first learned about GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink, I thought, you know, multiplayer was just going to be a side optional thing that they really didn't pay too much attention to. And now, you know, that they've given us this live stream and showcase and told us, you know, that, hey, you know, we're going to be focusing on this game. We're going to be adding more and more content to this. You know, we're going to make something out of this portion of the game. It's not just going to stop at launch. That personally has me really excited because I'm one of those rare people, you know, that do not mind live service kind of stuff. And while they haven't announced that, you know, GRANBLUE Fantasy Relink is a live service game, they just simply said, you know, they're going to be giving the game free updates. It already comes as a complete package, especially, you know, anybody who's looking to play the single player. But if you want something more, it's going to be there. And who knows, you know, depending on how successful the game is, maybe they'll do an expansion and stuff one day, you know, and give us something with a boatload of more content, which would be pretty awesome. I think this game's going to blow up and do very well. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Are y'all excited? Let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like button. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.